Welcome to RICS ABC Success. Let me quickly take you through one of the questions that I often get asked, which is how to choose a winning case study. But before doing that, let me just tell you a story. Years ago, I was going for my driving test, and what I decided to do just before the test, I decided to get one last lesson from my driving instructor. And one of the things he taught me is what I want to just tell you about is this issue about a mirror signal maneuver before turning. What this is about is that before you turn, you look in the mirror, you signal where you're going to, and then you maneuver, right? But the instructor went a step ahead of that. What he said was, instead of just looking in the mirror, signal and maneuver, when looking in the mirror, make sure that the motor examiner sees what you're doing. And the way you do it, you exaggerate a bit and look like that in the mirror, you signal and then maneuver. Make sure that each time he sees what you're doing. Okay, I'll come back to that story, why it's important in choosing a case study. When choosing a case study, what you need to do is look at what the RICS requires. So you start with the end in mind. The end is that you come up with a case study where you can demonstrate at least one core competency at level 3. It's better if you do 2 or 3 core competencies. So in this case, if you're talking about quantity surveyors, you're talking about competencies such as contract practice, procurement and tendering, quantification and pricing of construction works, or any of the other 6 core competencies. Yeah? So that has to be demonstrated in a case study. The other thing is that you have to demonstrate your problem-solving ability. The way you do it is that instead of just arriving at a conclusion, you look at alternative options that are available in order to solve that problem. So you could possibly look at 3 or 4 options. You notice that I haven't said 2 options. The reason for that, I don't want you to actually end up in a situation where you have yes or no answer. That will not demonstrate your problem-solving ability. Okay, so what you're doing when you're looking at different options, it's just like you know what the solution is, but you're exaggerating a bit so that the assessors see how you think and how you solve some problems. So it's just like in this case, when I was doing my driving test, my instructor told me to go like that, looking in the mirror to make sure that the examiner sees me. Yeah? So similarly, what you have to do is look into detail about those options, make sure that the assessors see what you're trying to do. Okay, so we've looked at those 2 different things that need to be included in a case study. Yeah? So first, make sure that you demonstrate competency at level 3, which means that you have to include at least one competency at level 3. Yeah? And then the next thing is make sure that you demonstrate your problem-solving ability. So what you need to do, look at the projects you're working on and ask yourself these 2 questions. Am I able to demonstrate a core competence at level 3 with this case study? If the answer is yes, move on to the next stage. Then you ask the question, has this project got some issues where I can demonstrate that I've looked at options before arriving at a conclusion? Here we're talking about 3 or 4 options before arriving at a conclusion. If the answer is yes, then go ahead. If no, possibly you're better off looking at other projects. If you need some help with that on how to choose a successful case study, shoot me an email and I'll look at it and I look forward to helping you.